Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to 22 News at 4. I'm Ciara Speller. We'll have our top 4 at 4 in just a minute. But first, we have a look at your commuter traffic and weather. We bring in 22 News Storm Team meteorologist Brian Lapis. Brian, it's going to get rather warm, but you're going to tell us about the traffic out there for us.
Yes, we've got some heat on the way, but first, as we go into the weekend, Ciara, time's wasting, so I want to get right to this. I-91 is good, although there's a little bit of a slowdown now downtown, southbound. We've had some slow traffic for a while now on the Pike westbound near West Springfield. So just keep this in mind. Between West Springfield and Westfield, a slight slowdown. But the Pike east of the Connecticut River is looking good. Temperatures, actually, no, let's go to wind gusts. It's been a windy day. We've had wind gusts over 30 miles per hour. Case in point, 36 mile per hour gusts right now. Westfield, 32 miles per hour in Springfield and North Adams. The wind is going to back off after 5 o'clock. Temperatures, actually, it's been quite a day. If you don't mind the wind being a little annoying, it's been a very nice day. 79 Springfield, 80 Westfield and Greenfield, 77 in Northampton, and sunshine and scattered clouds, the rule of the day. The heat. 90-degree heat potentially as early as Sunday. We'll show you with our 22 News Storm Team forecast.
Now for our top 4 at 4, a juror in the Karen Reed trial is speaking out about why she acquitted Reed on charges connected to the death of her boyfriend, John O'Keefe. Paula Prado spoke with the Today Show this morning about her role in the deliberations. She says that she believes the jury reached the right decision, but she hopes that the investigation into how O'Keefe died continues.
I feel sorry that justice wasn't served to John O'Keefe and John O'Keefe's family. And it's the reason why I'm coming out and talking to people is to keep the flame going and the supporters going after the DA or whatever they have to do to reopen the case and find who really killed John O'Keefe.
Despite Wednesday's verdict, Reed's legal troubles are not over. O'Keefe's family filed the lawsuit last summer against Reed in 2 bars in Canton. The family alleges Reed's reckless conduct resulted in O'Keefe's death. They're seeking at least $50,000 in damages. Today is the first official day of summer, and the Hampden County Sheriff's Department is reminding the public about the importance of staying out of the water. The Sheriff's Marine Patrol Unit said they've already had several tragedies this season and are still searching for 26-year-old Daniel Callahan. His car was pulled from the Connecticut River in Chicopee on March 9th after he was reported missing. As a reminder, Marine Unit is encouraging you to properly wear a life jacket, even if you can swim. Watch your speed, especially on busy weekends and holidays, and stay alert. Be aware of how long you've been out in the sun, stay hydrated, and never operate under the influence. More than 70 million Americans are expected to travel for the 4th of July. That's according to a new AAA projection. They estimate that more than 72 million people will travel at least 50 miles from home June 28th to July 6th. This year's Independence Day travel forecast is an increase of 1.7 million travelers compared to last year, and 7 million more than in 2019. AAA projects a record 61 million people will travel by car and 6 million will fly to their destinations. Well, we here at 22 News are celebrating our annual Founders Day of Caring today. 22 News is part of the largest local television company in the United States, Nexstar Media Group. And back in 2016, Nexstar's founder, chairman, and CEO Perry Sook established the company's Founders Day of Caring. Now, every year during the 3rd week of June, employees in each of Nexstar's 117 television markets work with nonprofit organizations and public service agencies in their local communities. Today, 22 News employees will be observing our Founders Day of Caring by making more than 2,000 sandwiches for those in need at Providence Ministries, Rachel's Table, and the Springfield Rescue Mission. All right, and let's bring back in Brian Lapis for a look at the clouds and radar. Brian.
Now, the good news here is that we've got a mostly dry weekend on the way. The not so great news is that there's going to be some very hot weather coming our way starting on Sunday. Shall we go over here, Ciara? We'll do this. 346, scattered clouds, a little breezy. Let's take a look at the evening weather conditions. Our 22 News Storm Team Skycast. A lot happening tonight. Green River Festival gets started. Hooplandia gets started. Free Music Friday at MGM. The Valley Blue Sox are playing tonight. Weather should be spectacular for all of this. Mostly clear air, 7 p.m. Just a few scattered clouds through midnight. Overnight temperatures cool. 50s and 60s. Open up the house, let that cool air flood in because cool air is going to be a precious commodity through the middle of next week. All right, tomorrow morning, a few clouds around 50s and 60s, sunshine 10 a.m., noontime sunshine, perhaps a few scattered clouds late afternoon. We've got the chance for some showers and, of course, the hot air on the way in here for Sunday. We'll show you on 22 News at 5.
Trending today, Grammy-winning singer Chris Brown has pleaded not guilty to a charge related to the serious beating of a music producer in a London nightclub in 2023. Brown was originally charged with a single count of grievous bodily harm after his arrest in May. But prosecutors later brought an indictment adding 2 counts, assault causing actual bodily harm and having an offensive weapon, a bottle. The singer was released last month on $6.75 million bail, which allowed him to start his tour. He was ordered to return to court July 11th. And Sabrina Carpenter's patience for phones at her shows is short and sweet. In a recent interview with Rolling Stone, the Espresso singer said she is seriously considering banning them at her concerts. She told the outlet that she was inspired after attending Silk Sonic's show in Las Vegas, where the audience was required to lock up their phones during the show. Supporters say it makes the show more intimate, while critics say if you can't take pictures or videos of the show, there's no proof you were there. Sabrina Carpenter's new album, Man's Best Friend, is due out on August 29th. Today is the 50th anniversary of the release of the film Jaws. It became a monster hit in 1975. When it came to summer movies, Jaws changed the course of Hollywood. The adaptation of Peter Bentley's novel ignited the career of a then 27-year-old director named Steven Spielberg. The movie grossed a then record $7.9 million in its first days. You can watch a 3-hour telecast of the original summer blockbuster tonight at 8 right here on 22 News. And now here's a look at what we're working on for 22 News starting at 5. A facility launched by the Hampden County Sheriff is making a milestone. We'll explain how they're helping those battling addiction. Plus, we're taking a look back at what our lawmakers accomplished on Beacon Hill in this week's State House Spotlight. And 22 News is giving back to the community, one sandwich at a time. We have a wrap-up of today's Founders Day of Caring.
Slow going on the Pike westbound at the I-91 interchange. Just keep this in mind that there's something happening on the Pike that's making traffic go a little bit slower. And we're starting to see a little earlier than usual some slow going at 291 and I-91 southbound. Hot weather on the way. We'll track the warming trend on 22 News at 5.
All right, Brian, thank you. And thank you for joining us for 22 News at 4. You can join us on TV starting at 5 and get all your local news, weather and updates anytime on wwlp.com, the 22 News mobile app too.